Hi, I'm Life Coach Kim Giles with your People Skills Tip of the Week. And this week I want to talk about a really interesting principle of human behavior. And this principle says that people will not be open to changing themselves and behaving differently until they feel validated and accepted for who they are now. And what you've got to understand is the more that you try to change someone, and we do lots of things to try to change other people. We beg and nag and complain and threaten. We try all these things to get them to change. But if they feel like you're trying to fix or change them, they will usually subconsciously dig in and want to stay where they are and demand that the world validates their worth as they are. And honestly, they'll usually behave worse the more you're trying to change them. So if that's truth, then what do we do when we've got somebody in our life who really needs to change their behavior? Well, I'll tell you, one of the best things you can do is figure out the kind of behavior you want to see from that person. And then, how would you treat them if they behaved that way? What kind of things might you say to them? And those are the things you want to start doing and saying now. Now, I'll give you an example. I had a manager a while back that had an employee who was sharing very confidential information outside of work. And this was something that they constantly stressed, that this information has to stay in the house. We don't talk about this information outside. And this employee was doing that. And the manager said, I know this guy, if I approach him directly and talk to him about this, he's going to deny it, and he'll probably become more passive aggressive and more disloyal to the company. So what can I do? So this was my advice. Figure out what kind of behavior you want. And in this case, he wanted a guy that he could count on, an employee he could really trust. And so you need to start treating him like that's who he is now. So the next time the manager caught this employee walking down the hall, he kind of grabbed him and pulled him aside and said, Dave, can I just tell you, it means so much to me that you're a guy that I can count on. I worry so much about people talking about confidential information outside of work, but I never have to worry about you. And it means so much to me that I can count on you. I just wanted you to know, buddy. And honestly, they never had a problem again. And this guy became the employee that they could count on. Now, the reason this works, and we call this the encouragement technique, and it works because people like to live up to your highest opinion of them. And if you think they're awesome, they're more likely to be awesome. So this works with kids, it works with spouses or people at work. Just tell them how awesome they are, even if they're not being that way yet. They'll want to be the awesome person that you see, and this works most of the time. I hope it helps you.